Hello, welcome back to our MekHQ playthrough, Raven Acquisitions. The last episode, we went over the house rules that I finally kind of mostly settled on, and then we got into another slog of a battle. Tonight, well, today, hopefully, we will be taking out the enemy artillery base, just getting rid of them for good. So let's go and give that a shot. No dilly-dallying around, no preamble. We're just trying to take out the enemy. And I think we might be able to, if we capture it, let's see here. Oh, we're to destroy it. Okay. There's an enemy of Branth Sky Infantry. Beware. So our goal here is to destroy 75% of the artillery garrison, the OP4, and the Sky Cavalry. Fair enough. Let's do it. Hopefully the map isn't too gross. We're starting south. Oh, we got a minefield. And this looks disgusting. This looks horrendous as a map. Ay caramba. Well, we're gonna put some mines in here, I guess. We're gonna put some mines in here. We're gonna put some mines in here. And we'll put a mine. Heck, I don't know. How about right there? Hopefully we have a lot of jump jets in this forest. I can't quite remember. I don't think so. I think we got like an Orion. Yeah, we have a Stinger actually. What are all these little forces here? All right, well, we got a Stinger. We got a fire starter. I guess these are just. Oh, a force of trainees are deploying alongside our lands. Okay, sure. We can actually make use of these. They're okay pilots. And then we get our real pilots here. Centurion, the Cronus, and the Valkyrie. And let's take a look at what they've got here. They've got this is a Victor. It's a Victor. They've got a little Hunter light support tank. They've got a LRM carrier, Partisan heavy tank, Panther, Raven. Looks like a missile launcher. LRM-5s with Artemis. There is a artillery aircraft. Goblin tank. Awesome. Jeez. Man, this is not great, but we'll see. We're doing a lot of fighting on ice. We're going to do our best to go from pavement to pavement. And jump whenever possible. We're going to use up our trainees, these little fellas that they gave us. They are going to die gloriously, but it's what they're there for. This guy here can also jump. They are going to reinforce with sky cavalry, like flying animal cavalry, which sounds pretty cool actually. Wouldn't mind have some flying animal cavalry. They do have a lot of big units. There it is, beast cavalry, beast infantry. And then we'll be getting reinforced by the Vulcan and 2 wasps. Oh, they'll be coming in from east. Oh, this is so ugly. This is horrifying. Basically, if I can't jump, I'm going to try to keep my units on non-icy ground. I think I just walked that far. This is going to be another long fight. I have a bad feeling. Unless they actually come out of the city to engage me. Oh, there was a big old hit behind us. Right there. LRMs, 11s. I have 16 shots. We're going to go for it. 15. Skip. 15. Hey, I hit it. The fire starter fell down. It took a full LRM 20. They needed 9s and hit 9s. That must be a really good hunter. Let's check out the... Oh, we get to deploy. I don't want to deploy... I really don't want to deploy too far north because then the enemy's going to be up our butts. So let's put the Vulcan here. The Wasp can go up here, and the other Wasp can go here. Maybe I can use them as a distraction. I can get in there and start kicking tanks or something. Who knows? That Awesome's going to be protecting them up north, unfortunately. All right, so for now, we can start using, well, it doesn't matter because let's say we could use them as an initiative sync, but no, we're not really in a position where initiative matters at the moment. So we killed a Karnov at least. And we're going to jump this way. We're going to we're going to jump down here. Let's go to the other wasp. We're going to jump down here. And then The Valkyrie. I do want to check that enemy hunter light tank or fire support tank. Huh. I don't know. I guess he just got lucky. He only needed nines to hit me for whatever reason. But I felt like I jumped with that fire starter. What if I go like that? And then like this. Poor Locust is going to get smacked next, I think. Let's jump out here to the side a little bit, spread out. Uh-oh, the flea fell through the... Uh-oh, no, we're crossing actual ice. No, thank you. So we're just, yeah, we're gonna, all right, never mind. We're jumping. We're not actually running. Yep, he fell through. 1 in 6 chance when you're crossing ice that each hex will fall through. Oh, look at that artillery. Yikes. LRM. Man, how could he even reach my fire starter? What the heck? LRMs. What is that thing? AC2. Well, an 11. May as well. I mean, I've got ammo, so AC2. Fire at the goblin. Out of range. Out of range. Everything else is out of range. The Valkyrie might have a shot. Yeah, look at him. He needs 7. 4 gunnery. Target move 3 to 4 hexes. He's shooting at the Locust? 7s. Oh, he's a weapon specialist. Dang, he's got a weapon specialist gunner for LRMs. That's not very nice. Right, the Valkyrie is going to hop, skip, and jump out of the way so the Orion can move up. This is another miserable battle. What a terrible planet to fight on. I'm really tempted after this to just try to quickly scout out what we can of the planet and then just call the mission and just be like, hey, look, we did our job, we did the raid, we hit the targets we were supposed to hit. Is that a Victor on ice I saw? No. It's close to it though. And once we get close, you know, I guess like if we get close enough and get in there and start kicking, and if they're standing on ice, then it will be over pretty quick, except for the vehicles. Artillery isn't very close at the moment. LRMs. Oh, he fell back? Sleazy. Skip. I think he might still be in range. LRMs. 11s. You know, we got to get rid of that weapon specialist. LRMs. Nope. There's the Valkyrie. Tens. It's worth a try. Look at this awesome coming out to play. That's a nice little locust with two medium lasers and two machine guns. Jeez, man. He does not like that fire starter with that hunter or whatever tank that is. He do not like that. Meanwhile, I'm moving on up 3 hexes at a time. All right, we're going to have to walk this time because we're going from solid ground to solid ground. Jump up here. That might get the awesome to commit. Once I figure out where the awesome's at, what's over here? This is the striker light tank and a thumper artillery. The striker doesn't have a very good gunner, so it might be worthwhile getting close. Cronus. If we can get the Cronus in there, he can do some good damage to vehicles. I'm actually tempted to see if I can't find LRMs. Or, I'm sorry, Inferno SRMs, I mean. And start putting them on some of my little wasps and things like that. Like, give them like the leg ammo to be. Huh. I could do that. And if he runs out onto the ice to try to kick my leg, my turn to move, huh? Well, he is on the ice. Unfortunately, I'm not close enough to kick him or deal 20 damage. LRMs. Right, let's see if we can't hit this thing. Try and knock it out. Need 11s to hit. That is the mobile long tom. We will try to start dealing some motive damage to it if possible. That would be pretty good. I can't believe I'm so afraid of a hunter light support tank. Twist. Medium laser. LRMs. Medium laser. Flamer. This is a good anti-infantry mech. How good is that Awesome pilot? Should have checked that. He's a 5.6, so he's not great. Let's see here. My poor fire starter getting targeted. And then the Stinger, got nothing. Locust, nothing. And 12s. Let's hope for the best. Firestarter lost his arm. That's one of the yikes. I was going to say that's one of the trainer mechs that they loaned us. The trainees. I'm wondering which wasp just got hit, if it's the trainee or our wasp. So, is it up here? I think it is. Select. His right torso just got smacked a little bit. Hey, look at that. The flea made it out of the water. Good on you, little buddy. We're going to go back to the Centurion over here. He's basically following the same path as his bro did. Firestarter, you are just eating damage. Locust. Don't even know what I can do with you. Need a 5. I'm going to have to cross this bridge. How heavy, like how construction factor? I can even get my Orion across this. I can get him across the. Nope. Oh, what am I going to do, man? My Orion can't even get across the bridge to fight. Neither can the Centurions. There's some ice here that I could cross, but if I go in, I could go in here and go underwater and pop up here. All right, let's move the Locust. Let's jump the Stinger. Let's move the Valkyrie. The Cronus. This little wasp. This little wasp of mine. And then the Vulcan. Striker light tank. Skidded, but no damage. Please let us do some damage to this stupid thing. I mean, I may as well use up all my ammo while I can. Mobile Long Tom. And then the Centurion. Yeah, the Centurions in the Orion, they basically just have to do what damage they can from the south side of the river. I never actually had a chance to get across the river cleanly at any point here. There's no bridges that can support me or anything. That's not very nice. Thumper. Valkyrie. And the fire starters just rip to pieces at this point. There we go. I think we got him. He dead. All right, that's our first kill. We'll take it for now. Now we have to check initiative here. Looks like we've got the initiative this time around. Cool. That might, if we get a chance, we might swing our wasps and Vulcan down. Hmm. Where do I go into the water? Like right, I guess I could go in here at depth 2. My other Centurion. The fire starter. I can jump across. Start putting some threatening danger in their path. Locust. We're going to go like this and turn. The Stinger can jump right across. The Wasp can jump across. What is that? That's a partisan heavy tank with AC5s. Yikes. But it is a target. Oh, is he on ice? He's on rough terrain, so no ice. What do we got left? Cronus. Jump. We got a Wasp. Nope, that's we got a Valkyrie. Jump. Turn that way. Once we get an idea about where these thumpers and stuff are going, so I can jump like this. It's a 5-6 pilot. What about this guy? 5-5. So we're going to jump him on top of the tank. We're going to jump this guy here on top of the tank. And they're not going to be kicking anyone. What about this over here? He's on ice. This is water. So I could jump. Hang on. Next unit. Okay, so this is the last thing I have to move. So he gets to go last, even though I won initiative. That's not very nice. And there's infantry here protecting the artillery. So we're going to maneuver. We're going to maneuver a little bit south here. Well, I mean, technically, our team got to go last because that little NPC guy. Fire. And then I can twist. And I don't really have anything in my right arm with any kind of range in it, so I can at least shoot at that building. Do a little bit of damage to it, start chipping away. LRMs, off you go. And I am expending my ammo quite a lot on them, but again, there's going to come a point in this battle where the Orion and the Centurions are not going to be having an effect on anything for quite a while. And I will use my leg SRMs because I don't anticipate I'm trying to kick with these with that terrible pilot. Then we'll do medium laser and small lasers. This is the Stinger. Lots of little rinky-dink weapons to have to fire off every turn, but I mean, even on 12s, you still want to fire them if they're energy weapons, just on the hopes that you can hit something. Oh, these are tandem charge SRMs. Well, we knocked out one of the AC5s on that thing, and it's immobilized. One of the wasps got an arm blown off, and the Orion's getting pummeled. Oh man, that's a wasp up here. All right, what if I try to kick? 7? Actually, we're gonna go for it and kick, eating a 6. Oh, of course, I was on ice when I was doing that. Shoot. Okay. That's not cool. That's not smart. I am not a smart person. I want to get into the water before I get any holes. I want to get in the water before I get any holes in my armor. Oh, this is not good. What if can I stand him up? What if I just get him up? It doesn't matter what direction he faces. It's 10s. He's going to get hurt. Well, you know what? We're ejecting him. Pilot's going to get himself hurt, but whatever. He's not a great pilot. He's just a throwaway guy. This little locust. He's okay. Oh, nope, he went into the water. Well, that's fine. He can be underwater. He'll pop out here soon enough. Let's move the Valkyrie or the fire starter up. We'll jump him. Right there. Oh, these guys are otherwise called fodder. Looks like we did kill a vehicle of some type. Is that Icy's on? It is. Looks like we killed an artillery or something with a minefield in here. Or no, it just took a hit. Huh. Humbug. Okay. Excuse my language. I don't mean to offend anyone, but hum to the bug. All right, we're gonna jump over this way. This wasp is gonna move on. He's gonna move right. He's gonna jump right here to pick up the pilot and turn to kick that guy. We're gonna jump over here, over here. Cronus is gonna jump across. And this little guy here will jump like this. Yeah, we were never going to get the wasp back up. Not on 10s. Just not realistic. Don't aim. Put some warheads on foreheads and be done with it. There's not really any other decent targets here. We're just hoping to knock out that tank if possible. done. The Cronus can fire at so it's a SRM. That's Ultra ACs. Hey, I could fire at that Locust actually. Got a shooting lane. If you can get lucky and hit a Locust with a large laser, it will hurt quite a lot actually. All right, what if I twist and fire at that awesome up there with LRMs? Just add to his misery a little bit. Like Paramore, we are in the misery business. We'll do aim shots at the right side. And the Stinger at that guy down there. Fire starter at just this thing. Don't aim. That's weird. He should not be. Oh, he's on top of ice. Hang on, is this ice here too? This is ice. Okay, it's all ice. All right, cool. We have a shot. We have a shot. We have a. So you're saying there's a chance. And my little mech warrior is not going to fire. Well, the partisan tank that was immobilized has been immobilized again. And my wasp takes a gyro hit. He's down. Let's kick the tank. Let's not kick anything. Oh, I can punch him while I'm laying on the ground. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. This is just another long slog of a battle. I really don't want to play it out anymore, but we have to at least get to a point where we have an idea about who's going to win. I kind of want to break through the ice at this point, but there he went. Get underwater and cross over while you're underwater. What's this guy here? Is this one that took a gyro hit? He is, so he's not going to be such a happy guy. What if I just jump him over here? Let's go. Oh, you know what? We're ejecting him. Fine. The Valkyrie is going to jump up this way. The Locust is going to try to get up on ice. No, he's not going to be able to get up on ice. So we're just going to skip his movement. Yeah, this is like just really annoying. The problem is we know we can win eventually. Like eventually we win this. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take us to do it. Is there any mechs down here we could move? Got any? What do we got left? I can't really. Cronus and the Stinger. So we'll just jump up here. Cronus is going to jump. Actually, what if I just run? No. So this is also ice. So I can jump right there. Do I go through? Yes, I go through, and it gets breached. Cool. Awesome. Just what I wanted. All right. We're gonna twist and shoot. He's prone underwater. I'm just going to do a little bit of twisting. The main goal is to kick this guy and get him to fall down. This is quite a defensive position they have across a frozen river. Twist. LRMs, 8s versus 7s. What is that? Is that a goblin tank? It is. So we're just going to stick with the awesome for now. We're going to kick this boy here. Well, in a minute here. For now, we're just going to keep shooting at him. We'll fire the machine guns because they're free. The locust, he's just going to lay there on his side and he's going to shoot at this. He's going for the front. Shoot at that tank for a bit. And he can shoot at nothing because he's sharing a hex with that tank. Well, the partisan tank is down finally. Who got him? Hey, it's the locust laying on his side. Good job, buddy. Kick, getting a 4. We're going to kick, getting a 7. And skip. And my guy falls over. Oh well. Whatever, man. This is a miserable battle. Fall through. Come on, fall through. Nope. I'm going to get up and face that way. I'm going to pick the other Centurion and keep on crossing the ice. All right, there he goes. We can get up. No, we can't. We can at least turn. Nope. We're going to skip movement. We're going to go to the locust, skip. We're going to go to the wasp without the leg and skip. This guy has knocked himself out, which is exactly what we were hoping for. We're going to go to the fire starter. Hang on. What do we got here? Fire starter, stinger. We're going to just get up facing this way. Nope. We're going to get up facing this way. Needing 7s. I just need an average roll, please. I'm going to get up facing this way. And get up. Hey, it only took 4 tries. What we got there. Valkyrie is going to skedaddle this way. Get some LRM fire up here. I'm saving the Vulcan to figure out where this Panther ends up going. I'm going to try and kick him down too. Let's see. Next unit. So let's get up facing this way. Cool. I can jump over here, facing like this. And then this guy, what's wrong with him? His right leg. Oh, his right leg's actually okay. So let's. Why can't he get up? He can't. Oh, he's already on his feet. What am I talking about? Okay, cool. Pilot, whatever. So that's awesome is blacked out. It is hard getting up on ice, I tell you that. I hate this planet. Skip. What do we got here? The Vulcan. He's going to fire at the Awesome. He's going to do. He's not aiming. So maybe I'll fire. Maybe I'll twist and fire at this little long tom. I'll fire the AC-2. I mean, it's only one heat. And the machine gun. And the flamer. Why not? Skip. Cronus. It's going to open up on. What is this thing? SRMs. That's fine. Maybe I can knock out one of his weapons. The Valkyrie is going to fire at the Awesome with the medium laser and the LRMs. The LRMs might scatter and get a head hit, which would be pretty swell. And let's finally get to use some of these weapons on this stupid fire starter. I'd love to have a fire starter in our actual unit. All right, well, we jammed the turret at least. It's facing south, which is where we are. Through armor crit on the Cronus. Why not? Didn't need SRMs anyhow. Alright. The Thumper is now at half speed. We're going to give this guy a kick. We're going to, I don't even know, skip attacks. I'm going to give this thing here a kick, needing a 6, and another kick, needing a 5. He fell over again. Vehicle immobilized. But it was already immobilized, so what you going to do? You gonna immobilize me again, are you? All right. Let's see. The Locust. Skip. The whatever this is, the Wasp. Skip. Let's stand up right here. The Stinger. Get up, facing this way. Hey, he's on his feet, or he blew up. One or the other. You watch. I'm gonna get so close to the shoreline there. Oh, you jerk. I'm gonna get so close to the shoreline, and then I'm gonna break through like at the last second. All right. Get up, facing this way. Let's see. Next unit. Valkyrie. We can jump you over here? I don't know. Hang on. I could walk you like this. Okay, we're going to walk. Next unit. Cronus. Fire starter. Pilot. We're going to skip movement with the pilot. And now that I know where this guy is going, I can turn north. these are immobilized. I can he is still going strong. His rear armor hurts. So what if I put my back to this thing? It's LRMs. I'll be 7 away. I don't know if they can actually hit me or not, but let's try backing up and facing this way. I might be able to kick him in the rear if I do that. Firestarter is going to jump. It's all water in here. How tall is this building? 40. It's height 5, height 1. He's standing on a height 1. I weigh 35 tons. I can jump onto this building and face this way. Okay. So the Panther's blacked out. The thing about ice is it adds a +4 to all of your PSRs, which includes hurting yourself when you fall. What is that thing? This is the SRM turret. Well, I mean, we may as well keep shooting at it and try to knock it out completely. Skip. I'm gonna shoot at the awesome with the AC. We're not aiming with the AC and the medium laser, just to try to score a head hit if we can. We're gonna unload on this Raven. We're going to twist and shoot at this Goblin, I think. Or the awesome. What if I don't aim? Yeah, I'm not going to aim. So again, we're just shooting at the awesome. We're shooting at this Thumper. We're aimed shot for... keep going for the left side, I guess. Then the Firestarter is going to shoot at the Raven. And the Locust, he's just going to stay where he's at, laying there on the floor. Now, the interesting thing is we have so much of their artillery immobilized and crippled that the job should be done for them. Like as far as the percentage blown up. Hey, cool, we managed to make the Raven fall down and go boom. Okay, I can kick this guy, needing a 2. I can kick the building he's on. It's 96 construction factor, but can start chopping away at him. We can try to kick this thing again. We can kick this thing from one rooftop to another. All right, it's still immobilized. Right, let's check the battle value percent. Let's check the percentages here. So for the, what do I have to destroy? Briefing room. The artillery garrison. We have to kill the cavalry too, but like they're not engaging us. They're literally on the other side of the river. 75%. So we have done that for the artillery's gone. Like it's all mobilized and crippled. They have 1 left with light damage. The op4, 2 crippled, 2 destroyed. They have 2 left with moderate damage. That's probably the Victor and the Awesome. Or the Victor and the Panther. Or, oh, that's the Victor and the Goblin, because the 2 that are crippled are the ones that are knocked out. So we're getting there. Oh my gosh, I made it to the other side. Hallelujah. Get up, face that way. What? No. Get up and face that way. I'm so confused, man. All right, let's just walk. He fell over. Okay. You know what? The Centurions are just going to hang out down there. You guys do you. like, it's it's cool, man. All right, Valkyrie, we're going to back him up like so. The Awesome woke up, which is actually very good for us because that means um, he's going to try and stand up, and he's probably going to knock himself back out again. So we're just picking all these crippled units that we have to go first as an initiative sync. What do we got left? Next unit, Cronus, Firestarter. Oh, this thing here. Stinger can stand still. We got Cronus, Firestarter, Vulcan. So we're going to go with the Firestarter first. And jump him over this way. Start working our way over towards this goblin tank. The Cronus is going to stand still. Holy cow, he stood back up. So that means we jump over here. We get into his rear arc and we kick him again. Weirdly enough, I think that infantry can fly. It should have been moving towards us to fight, but what you gonna do? Done. Done. We're going to shoot him in the back a little bit. Hope for a gyro hit. Done. Done. We're gonna shoot this Raven with our little guns. Would have been cool to have an SRM to shoot at him, but not in the cards. Then we have the Stinger aiming for the left side still. The Firestarter, he's going to take a break. He's having a bad day. All right, the left leg is blown off. The Raven and the Thumper is still immobilized again. The sniper turret is destroyed. And let's give this guy a kick. Just a little nudge. We'll punch the Raven that's laying down. It's at like shoulder height for us right now. Hey, we got him in the gyro. Awesome goes down and blacks out again. So that's basically it. It's done except for killing 75% of the infantry that is not actually, they're just hanging out over here. So I don't know, I could send the Orion over here and just send LRM salvos at them. Oh my god, get up. Move. What? You can't be on ice underwater. You know what, you're just gonna stay there. Ay caramba, man. Skip. This don't make no sense. The Panther woke back up. We're gonna back up the Valkyrie. Back up like this. So we're on the pavement rather than the ice. Because I have a bad feeling that backing up on ice requires some kind of roll. Everything that has anything to do with ice is just extra rolls. Okay, fire starter. This guy has no gyro, so we'll just skip him. The Cronus could technically start working his way over here to kill infantry. We're not landing on ice, thank you very much. Fire starter could also start heading over to kill infantry. It's really just a matter of time. Okay, the Panthers blacked out again. LRMs, we could hit some infantry. Needing a 9. Done. What do we got here? The Vulcan at the Panther. Needing 8s to do headshots. We're going to do don't aim. And we'll just fire, like, kind of just at them in general and hope for a head hit. Finish off the pilot. We got the Valkyrie. We'll fire at the Goblin tank. Why not? Don't really need to because the op4, we've got the op4 done. Attacker's in no condition. Am I blacked out or something? Maybe. And then we can fire a medium laser. We have 1 medium laser left on that thing. Oh wow, they're coming over there to kill my pilot. It's not very nice. Stingers destroyed by damage. Sure. Alright, let's kick this Panther. The Victor's right leg is blown off. And he's blacked out. Alright. The battle's over at this point. It's just a matter of shooting LRMs and the autocannon across the river at the infantry. We're just going to call it. We've reached our objectives. The op4 it needs to be at 25%, but that's the Victor and the Awesome and the Panther all down. All they really have left is the Goblin. The artillery garrison, they let's see, they got the immobilized one here and the immobilized one in the city right there. All they have left that's mobile is 1 long tom or 1 thumper. So that's that. Cool. Yep. We're gonna call it. Ay caramba, man. All right. Done. We took way more damage than we needed to there. But it's just that ice. Nope, nope, and done. We retain control of the battlefield. The wasps, they're both ejected, so they'll need replacement cockpits. So they're going to be out for several weeks. One of our pilots took 4 hits. Salvage. We're going to say that we can fire at least enough missiles and stuff at some of this infantry to kill it over time. And then the rest of this stuff, the missile turret does not escape. None of these turrets escape. The foot platoon can get away, whatever. The Awesome does not get away. He's on ice. We know what happens there. We kick him again and he dies. The Goblin gets away. The Thumper gets away. The Long Tom is immobilized. It's just light damage, but it's immobilized. Now, salvage. We're up to 20 million salvage. We get 10% of that, so we get like about 4 million worth of salvage. We're going to take that awesome. Yes, we are. Hang on, that's not right. We're going to take that awesome. And it leaves us with about less than 1 million left that we can salvage. So we're going to take, can we take the Long Tom artillery? We can. It should be an easy fix, just motive damage. So we hit next. We got some prisoners, I think. A little bit. Let's see here. The Panther Panther is unconscious, so that's the Vulcan. The Raven died to the Cronus. The Victor died to that NPC down there. I think it was like a Shadowhawk. The Striker tank died to. Who did he die to? I don't remember, so I'm not going to say who. The turret died to the Orion. The artillery died to a mine. The hunter died to the Orion. No, it died to the Valkyrie. The partisan tank died to the Orion. And the pilot, I don't know. I don't go after pilots, so. So we forced the withdrawal of all this stuff here. The awesome went. The Long Tom went. The Thumper went. And then, like we said, we killed like a few of these infantry as well. And then we basically forced the withdrawal of, actually, we captured 3 of those. Again, we just do these, the Thumper, the Awesome, and like the Long Tom. Did we do the Long Tom up here? We did, okay. And just like another infantry. It's just a matter of time. It really was just the Orion standing there shooting LRMs at them. And the Cronus would have got over there too. All right, issue awards. I mean, this is it's another hour-long video. I apologize. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Let's get the awesome that we captured back into service here. The Long Tom. Repair the motive. We can do that. We need ammunition. So we go here to parts needed reports, and we order Long Tom. We'll order 5 of those. And repair bay. We have another battle coming up. We might have to let that battle slip. It really just depends. It's a mission to destroy a dropship. So we might just let it go. We'll advance a day. Area of operations. Everyone's still deployed. This mission's happening in 4 days from now. Advance. All right, we get all of our stuff back. And I forgot to, oh man, I forgot to repair. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Do task, do task, do task, do task. Just use his minutes up. Easy. And easy. We now have a new let's see, it's higher minimum complement for this Karnov. We're also assigning them a technician. There you go. We get this awesome that says it has heavy damage. but it's all brand spanking new. So if we assign them a pilot, like this guy, it becomes undamaged. Now we have to assign them a technician. We still have some stuff on the way here. And now we need to go to parts needed reports. We'll have some new stuff in here. So order 1, 2, 3. So we'll have one extra 45-ton arm. 1, 2, 1, 2. 20-ton torsos. We'll probably need a few of those over time. 1, 2. And then replacing the cockpit, right? How do we, what do we got to do there for the wasps? Wasps. So it needs a whole lot of stuff going on here. So let's repair the torso first. It'll take a elite technician to do. You know what? Let's do some of our more important things here first. So we'll repair the torso on this thing here. We'll replace the armor. We'll use some of our green technicians for this. Use up some minutes. We'll go with green technicians. Replace ammo. So that Warhammer should be, to replace a medium laser. This Warhammer should be good to go by tomorrow, probably. Do a task. Do the task. And then the other Warhammer took more serious damage. Oh, wait, this is the one that's still down. We have so much stuff. Okay, let's do mass repair and salvage. This way we can sort out a little bit. Hang on. We can sort out a little bit of what needs done, and then we can check in on it tomorrow. Marketplace personnel market. Oh man, that guy. There's a pilot that comes with a wyvern. Huh. You know what? We're gonna hire them, and we're gonna grab an Aztec, permanent Aztec, assistant tech. We're gonna grab a veteran aerospace pilot, and that'll be that. I was hoping we could find like a spare mech technician in there somewhere. All right. Repair bay. So the Phoenix Hawk torso needs to be repaired. Done. The Vulcan just needs some work done. The Ostrock. Oh, hey, the legs finally came in for the Ostrock, it looks like. So let's do a mass repair salvage. Select everything and go. How are we out of time? Like, how are we out of time? Like, this doesn't make sense. All right, let's do what we can for our mechanics. Let's replace armor. That should be done. Let's replace the torso, or repair the torso. We need a 10. We can change it over to the basic. We can move it into the dropship to repair. And we'll use the elite technician on that tomorrow. Vulcan is good. All of this stuff is basically good. What happened? It'll be finished tomorrow. So we advance a day. We go to the repair bay. So the leg has arrived. But what were we looking at that we needed an elite technician? Phoenix Hawk, I think We have no machine guns in stock. Parts needed reports. We'll order an extra one, an extra one. Here it is. There we go. And then, how's our TO&E look? Tanaka's awesome is still not in great condition here. All right, then he's not going to be available for a fight. The Phoenix Hawk should be good for a fight. So we can move up the Orion to Able Lance. We'll put Tanaka down here in Baker Lance, and we'll move this thing down here to Baker Lance. And we'll give a Centurion to Able Lance. And we're basically shuffling our personnel around so that when we go into if we have to do a battle tomorrow, there's also an assassination mission. If we have to go into battle tomorrow, we can at least have some forces that are ready to go. Repair bay. I'm sorry, this is taking a really long time. But there's actually a lot to do here. Okay, the Phoenix Hawk. Let's do that, I guess. Let's replace the jump jet. We'll go to another day. Take a look. Well, I mean, that's tomorrow. We have tomorrow to do it, so continue as ordered. And then the Phoenix Hawk. All right, so it's basically just out for the count right now. Ostrock. It's Warhammer. This Ostrock. We might be able to get this going today. Let's take a look. We'll do this with the regular tech. We can't do anything else until we fix the torso. So the Ostrock. So we're going to repair the leg. We're going to use our elite technician for that. Or we'll use a veteran and hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Need a 9. Hey, cool, it worked. Right leg is replace the right leg now with a the elite tech takes 240 minutes, so we're have to gamble and try to go for a 10 if we want the Ostrock to. You know what? It's fine. We'll do the elite tech. We'll I don't know. I think we just broke the. I think we just broke the gyro. Okay. Well, we had all the mechs that are currently functional are currently functional basically. However, we can add. Let's get the Grand Dragon out of there and add in. Where's that awesome that we fixed up, that we captured? Here it is, undamaged. It's not assigned to any force. Oh, here we go. Add unit, mech, assault. There we go. Now there's another awesome in there. So we got a Centurion, we got 2 Warhammers, the Orion. That Centurion pilot is not very good, so let's take the Centurion out, put him back into Baker Lance. We'll put the Grand Dragon into Able Lance. Gives it a little bit more speed and a pilot that isn't bad. And that's going to be it for this time. We're going to do the deep raid defense, or the deep raid to try to kill the dropship. It's on a glacier. It's ice outpost. You know what? We're not going to do that. In fact, we're going to go to area of operations. We're going to deploy the scout lance to scout there. And we're at 3 campaign victory points. So we're going to do a couple more scouts in the following days, and we're just going to call it. So let's do that now. Advance a day. So we lost 1 campaign victory point. Advance a day. Okay, interception defense. What is that? It's a turning point mission. We have to do enemy air cavalry. And some op4. What's the job here? Destroy 50% of air cav and op4 before they reach the destination. And this is Arctic Desert. Yes, please. We'll take that. And then we have another mission for the assassination. Ice Hills. I really, 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 really don't want to fight that, so we're going to ignore the assassination. But we will deploy we're going to pull the Grand Dragon out of that, and we're going to put the Cronus in to give us a little bit more jumpiness and speed. Even though the Grand Dragon is just flat out faster, but the Cronus can jump. So we're going to deploy Able Lance to that interception. We're not reinforcing it. We're going to go to repair bay. We're going to mass repair everything. And I'm sorry this is taking so long, but we're getting it out of the way now. Repair bay. I thought there was a gyro in here somewhere. There is. All right. Do task. Do task. And that's it. We're calling it for now. Save the campaign. I'm so sorry this took so long. Just another slog of a battle. But we are not going to do that assassination mission. I'm not doing any more ice maps for the moment. Even if it means losing a little bit of campaign victory points, it's just too miserable. But this next one looks like it's in a little bit better terrain, so we're going to throw our hat in the ring and see what we get. Anyhow, I really appreciate you so much if you're still here. I'll see you next time.